Well, I think I'm finishing up for the day. Didn't get a whole lot done, but core support is hand tight. It's still in there loose, so when I put the fenders on. Radiator is in, connected, top and bottom. I just reused the other hoses. I did replace thermostat and gasket, cleaned all that out. Dad put a new ground on the the block wire. We got this one hooked up, connected, new ground, horn hooked up, not even sure if it works. I started working on the choke, but I'm just not good at making brackets, so I'm gonna try to find like a universal manual choke bracket. See if I can make work. I need to get some caps for those ports. I'm not sure what that one goes to, but that might have been part of my problem why it wasn't running before. It wouldn't stay running. On this radiator, I didn't compare them side by side, but this side bolted up just fine. However, this is where the old radiator bolted. You can see where the new one bolts. What was that, 4 inches wider? I'm not sure. Kind of hard to see in there, but it was a little wider, so but I was able to make it work, so that was good. And I mean, I think that's really it. I do have new brake cables, which I'll do them next time. Really need to figure out the choke. And next time we'll put the gas tank in behind the cab. Here comes TJ. You know what, TJ has not been out here all day except for the last time I was videoing. And now I start videoing again. Here she comes. So I think that's it for now. Coming together. Oh, I did get the new mounts on core support, so that was cool. I cleaned out my threads that I was using, PB'd, lots of PB on this truck. So I think that's where we're at. Battery, I left it on the charger all day. I'll bring it back out here just to set it up, just to get it out of there. And I mean, it's getting close, getting super close, but one thing at a time. Try not to get overwhelmed. TJ's here to help. Oh, TJ. Oh, TJ. So there we have it for the day. I was trying to think if there was something else I did. I was thinking that I PB'd that master cylinder, the brake lines, and the shaft. I'll put some more on it. And I think I might actually run down to the F100 frame, and I can't remember last time. I don't think I got the master cylinder. I'll have to run down there real quick, check it out. But so I think that's going to be it for this time. Stay tuned for the next updates. Finally got back at it, or back here out at it. It's been a little while. I got to step it up. I want this thing running and driving for this winter. But so over here again, I got some parts, fuel line, some rubber hoses. I think there's a couple of vacuum ports on the carburetor that I got to clog. Obviously brakes. I think I've said that every video. Some brakes. And honestly, I'm kind of tired of taking the tarp on and off. So today I might put the front end back on it. So I can put that hood on it. So I don't have to do the tarp. Kind of pain in the butt every time, but so we'll see. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see what I do. Got those items on my list and go from there. Well, I went completely off script, and I wasn't thinking about even putting the fenders back on, or the body. I want to put the fenders in the hood so I don't have to tarp it anymore. So today when I went to uncover it, my tarp basically got some holes in it from the hood hinges right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the hood on, but man, so here's the challenge I'm running into. This is the F100 body with an F250 the 71 F250 chassis. And I kind of had body bolts marked and stuff, and like on the fenders here, kind of had, you can see where they were. Now they are now. Same with these, I had to loosen all these, and so I guess just with the different body, especially this 250, I mean, who knows, it was probably beat. This door gap's good. This gap needs to be more, and there's still some adjustability in it. I think I can come down with this a little bit to open that gap up. And the reason I want to open that gap up is because on this passenger side, see how much bigger it is? So, but I can't get this one up anymore. This one's maxed out for some reason. So I got this they got this adjustment all the way up, but this gap won't go anymore. So I figured with the hood, it's probably gonna need to be a bigger gap, and it'll be easier on the other side to open this gap up. A little more by going down. So anyways, we'll see. It's looking good though. Can't wait to pressure wash it. A little frustrated. Oh, and the other thing too with his body, my grandfather, last time he drove this, he had a stroke while he was driving, and he went off the road, and you can see this booger right here. Well, this whole front side's pushed in just a little bit, so all my sheet metal right here is all bent and whatnot, so I'm trying to straighten that out a little bit as I go. I would definitely have to come back in here at a later date and do some actual work. Fix or replace that. I already kind of did a patch on that, but so I would really like to come back and do more on this. I just got to keep going just to get it driving, because once it's driving, I can do all this other stuff. But it's not looking too bad. When I got it from my brother, he had bought another passenger side fender, so it's sitting in the back, but I really would like to keep the color on this one. So I think I'm gonna take a break from the body and put the two front brake lines in. Oh, I did run the fuel line from the gas tank. You can't really see it. From the gas tank to the fuel pump. I ran 5/16. I had 3/8 hooked up to it when I was running out of gas can. I got some new 5/16, but I ordered 8, but only got 6 feet, but I needed more like 10 feet. So I'm gonna have to get a new piece, but I put one of those clear fuel filters in line to kind of splice at the 5/16 that I bought with the 3/8 that I'd been using. So it'll work for now, to at least get started. I put 5 gallons in it. I haven't tried starting since I've been here, so I wanted to tinker with this a little bit, kind of do something a little different. These visual changes like this are going to be real, was it when they make you feel better about something? Anyways, it made me feel better about getting something done today. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the front brake lines in, the front soft lines, and just go from there and catch you back up when I'm done. Picking back up here on the 68. It's been a while. We had a hurricane, and I live in western North Carolina, and the truck is in East Tennessee, so it more than doubled my time to get over here to work on it. So I've not been over here very much. Anyways, so today's task, I bought a Edelbrock carburetor bracket, manual carburetor bracket. So this carburetor had a electric choke on it. I'm sorry, manual choke bracket. The carburetor came with electric choke, but the truck, of course, had a manual, and I want to stay manual, so I took all the automatic off, or the electric off, and I've been trying to figure out how to mate the choke cable to this carburetor. So I got a bracket off eBay or something like that. So see if I can make something like that work. And then also the radiator hoses. They're They're a little different than the F100. So I bought a pair a while back. I tried and I couldn't get them to work, the pre-molded kind. So I got another pair today, and so I'm gonna see if I can't get these to work. And then if I can, ideally, I'll be here today and tomorrow. I'd like to pull the truck into the shop and run the brake lines. Like, that's been hanging over me since the first video, I think, probably. But so that's what I'm gonna work on today, is try and get the radiator hooked up and just choke. So I set small goals, so easily attainable. But we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I can make some progress. I'd really like to hear it run today too. So. All right, well, I'm finishing up for this trip. Got my little manual choke set up on there. Had to fabricate and jerry rig. It should work though. Got my upper hose on, the lower hose on. It should be fine. I had to trim them to fit, but so that's gonna be it for this trip. I think, oh, I gotta put the throttle spring on. It works. Probably have to tighten this connection up next time, but I won't have a chance really anymore today or on this trip rather, to mess with it. But I think that's it for now. This throttle setup was bothering me the most. I think it'll work. So the next trip, my plan is going to be to get into the shop so I can do the brakes. I really don't want to do the brakes out here in the gravel, so that's my next frog. Yeah, it's coming along, so can't wait to drive around the fields and stuff. But two big things out of the way, and then brakes. I got there's like the holes in the firewall where the aftermarket air conditioning system was installed. I got to put some caps in there, just little stuff like that. I don't have any bolts on the steering rod yet. The column shaft, not sure what that's called, on the two ends.